Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Cool Party Guys Reviews. Today we are talking about 30 minutes or less.
I can promise you this review will be shorter. It will be
Then
or
the
less.
movie? It'll be,
Both.
Stars Jesse Eisenberg, Aziz Ansari, Danny McBride, Nick Swartzen, a bunch of funny guys who have been funny in other movies. It's a comedy. The general conceit of the movie is that a pizza delivery guy, 30 minutes or less, hence the 30 minutes or less, has a bomb strapped to him by Danny McBride and Nick Swartzen and is forced to rob a bank or else he will explode.
Give me the fucking money.
Hilarity ensues. Aziz comes in and does his Aziz thing. Danny McBride does his... Yeah.
And just like all the pizza, it's like, hey Aziz, give us something new. How about Big Eyes? Big Eyes is Aziz's blue steel. Like everybody's like, Big Eyes?
Fair enough.
This bitch is crazy!
But, there's some bumps along the road. There's some, clever appearances.
There's another hot Indian chick.
There's another hot
That's
Indian...
two summer movies
with
hot Indian chicks.
One from Slumdog Millionaire, one called Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
It seems like that's never gonna end.
No.
What'd you think of this movie, this 30 minutes or less
So,
comedy?
Initially, I had really high expectations for this movie. I thought the trailers looked cool, I thought the poster looked cool, I think the talent behind the movie...
Yeah, it has the director of Zombieland who worked with Jesse Eisenberg, so you figure...
Awesome movie.
Why would they not work together again unless they had a good project?
Right. And Aziz is very picky about the movies he does. He doesn't do a lot of films. I'm sure he could be doing more. He's kind of, big shit right now. And so I had really high expectations for it at first, and then I saw some early reviews, not this one, obviously, and they kind of were down on the movie, and I got sad about it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go see it. And then I saw it, and I really liked it. I mean, call me pleasantly surprised. Huge laughs? No. But
No.
it was entertaining, it's engrossing, it's enjoyable to watch. The characters are all... They're all very watchable. Likeable is maybe a little too far, but Nick Swartzen's really great. I think Danny McBride is really great. And what I like about movies like this, especially at the dog days of summer, is I left feeling like a badass. Like I got in my car and I wanted to just throttle that thing on the freeway, and I wanted to burn out.
If I got into your car, I'd want to throttle that.
I have a nice car. But I mean, and that feeling doesn't come across in a lot. Like Bond movies give you that, I think. And this movie gave me that, and I wasn't sitting there thinking, is it over yet? Like, I know where the movie's going. It's not, there's not like a M. Night twist at the end, but it's enjoyable throughout. What did you think?
Well, first off, I would like to mention that you always give me shit for my metaphors, and you just compared this movie to a Bond movie.
His metaphors were way worse than mine. Mine makes perfect sense.
In keeping with that, I actually did not like this movie.
I had a feeling this would be like the opposite end of the spectrum for our normal...
I did not like it. I thought all the performances are really, really poor.
That's what she said.
I think the only decent performances, Jesse Eisenberg does Jesse Eisenberg, so you can't fault him for being Jesse Eisenberg. And I think Michael Pena or Michael, I don't want to be racist, but as the gangster hitman is actually really funny.
I agree.
I think Danny McBride and Nick Swartzen are awful. I thought Aziz being Aziz was...
But see, so did you expect this to be like super funny laughs a minute? Because to me, this almost felt like, I think it had really cool shots, it had cool action, it had a really good soundtrack. I thought that scored the movie well.
The soundtrack is very, trying to give odes to like Lethal Weapon and all those types of...
And I felt like this could have easily have been like a Tarantino movie. Like, it was not shot in that direction, but I mean, in terms of, there's an elaborate caper and shit goes awry, and then you watch the follies unfold. It's not as intense as that, but it's just enjoyable.
It's a clever idea. It tries to realistically approach how somebody would go about this.
Which is sad, because it happened realistically a couple of years ago, where a poor pizza delivery guy blew up.
Yeah. But we can't tell you whether or not that happens in this movie.
We can. We just
won't. Spoiler purposes. It feels wasted on me. I feel like all the choices are poorly made. I don't think the movie is all that interesting. It started off kind of slow, and then when he got the bomb on him, it just went downhill for me. I really was bored throughout most of it.
Well, we're going to continue with the change-up plan then, and your ass is giving your score first. Because I usually go first, but this time it's the change up, which means that you are married and I'm the guy that gets all the hot babes. That's that movie, The Change Up.
Yeah, but I saw that movie. And you didn't. And I know what happened, so. I want to be Ryan Reynolds, so how do I end up like Ryan Reynolds?
Give the people their number.
Okay, score for me is going to be 2.75.
That's not, I thought it was going to be worse than that. So this, I mean, I know it's hard to quantify between movies, but you're giving this a higher score than I believe you gave Final Destination 5.
Yes, because there was some competent filmmaking on display, some better acting, blah blah blah. But overall, I wouldn't recommend it. It's just been an awful year for comedies, in my opinion, and I think this is just another one of them. They're very dry. It's like watching, paint dry.
Oh.
Call back to a joke in the movie.
Bum, 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 bum.
You couldn't have strapped a bomb to my chest and forced me to watch this
Look
movie.
at this guy. Man, bam, bringing the heat, blowing it up.
Maybe on DVD. Like you always say, if it pops up, in your Blockbuster, if those still exist.
Your Netflix or your Redbox.
If it's there, maybe you'll check it out. I don't think you'll enjoy it all that much, but yeah.
So like I said already, I really like this movie. I think it's fun. I think it's engaging. You leave kind of feeling cool because you want to go drive really fast and do cool things and buck some shit up. And I think it captures all that well. It has a buddy comedy type feel to it. It's not laughs a minute, but I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was cut well. I thought the action and the pace and the plot moved along well. And maybe it is because this has been a bad summer for comedies.
I think it's been a bad year.
Even so. I think that this stands leaps and bounds above some of the others, maybe just because of the way it looked and it was fun and fast. And for me, I'm going to give it like a 3.76, which is very high if you've been paying attention to our reviews. But I think it's really fun. I think if you and your friends, just want to go have a fun night out, I think it's a good movie to see and you'll enjoy it.
All right, so that's our review. If you want to tell us what you thought about our review, do that in the comments below this video.
That's what she said, below.
For any of the funny Cool Party Guys content, visit obviously coolpartyguys.com. We'll see you next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Cool Party Guys. Cool Party Guys.